Steps into it. Pass is caught. Diggs! Sideline! Touchdown! Unbelievable! Vikings win it!
What's going on, Falcons fans? Logan here. Welcome back to Rise Up Rundown, and if you're new here, welcome. Not a whole lot of football news going on, but I do feel like I have an interesting topic for you all, and that is how Arthur Smith can win Coach of the Year in 2021. Now, I do realize that winning anything in the NFL is no easy task, especially winning Coach of the Year as a first-year head coach like Arthur Smith. But in this video, we're going to go over the 3 things Arthur Smith needs to do in order to win Coach of the Year in 2021, even though he's only a first-year head coach. The first thing he has got to do, it's not optional at all. It is mandatory, because if you do not do step 1, reasons 2 and 3 are pointless and they don't matter. You have to take your team to the postseason. Period, point blank. No excuses. Whether it be the wild card or the Super Bowl, doesn't matter. He has got to take his team to the postseason. Because let's face it, in the NFL, you're not going to win Coach of the Year if you don't lead your team to the playoffs. Do you think Kevin Stefanski would have won Coach of the Year if the Browns fell just short of the playoffs last year? Probably not. Brian Flores was in the conversation for Coach of the Year last year, but the Miami Dolphins fell short of the playoffs. Therefore, Brian Flores is not going to win Coach of the Year. And this doesn't really even just apply to coaches. This is also to players. Players are not going to win league MVP if they don't take their team to the playoffs. So, as you can see, it's a trend that if you take your team to the playoffs, you will get that recognition. And it's not even that I disagree with it. I understand why you need to take your team to the playoffs in order to win these things, but I'm just letting you all know it's pretty important that Arthur Smith needs to take the Falcons to the playoffs in order to win Coach of the Year. And on the bright side, he's actually got a good set of players to work with in order to make this happen. He's got Matt Ryan, of course, Calvin Ridley, Kyle Pitts, Hayden Hurst, a good offensive line, and some defensive players to work with as well, like Grady Jarrett, AJ Terrell, Deion Jones, Foye Luke, and Michael Walker. You get the idea. It's not like there's a bunch of no-names in Atlanta. And Arthur Smith is also bringing in the formula that seemingly always works in Atlanta anyway, utilizing play action, running game, and the tight ends. If he can utilize all 3 of that with a good set of players here in Atlanta, then he might have what it takes to take this team to the playoffs. The second thing he has got to do in order to win Coach of the Year is he's got to get this team playing tough and, no offense, Dan Quinn, but literally fast and physical, because this team might have just been the softest team in the league for the past 4 years, because with Dan Quinn, the team was just too comfortable around him. They almost didn't even believe in what he said. Maybe they didn't even believe in what he said, but it was too comfortable of an environment. Everyone was just, we're here to play for the Falcons. And Dan Quinn got fired. He did nothing to switch his team or change his team and switch things up in the locker room. Arthur Smith has got to get this team in action. This team needs to be tough. They need to win games. And on the bright side, I actually feel like he is changing things here in Atlanta. You never really hear the players talking about Arthur Smith in the press conferences because Arthur Smith doesn't really talk about his players in the press conferences. Is he secretly saying outside of the media, don't tell the media what we're doing, let's focus on us? I don't know. Something is clearly getting put into the players' heads here, because Arthur Smith is not, let's go who? Let's go Matt Ryan, kind of like how Dan Quinn was. Arthur Smith is more like, if you don't like this, then don't be here. If you can't step up as a leader, then don't be here. It's are you seeing what he's saying on Twitter and to the media and whatnot? It's getting pretty interesting. So it seems like maybe there is a culture change coming in Atlanta, because he's definitely kind of a prick to the media, but yeah, he's got to get this team playing tough and physical. And then the third thing that he's got to get done, and this might be controversial, some people might think this is not that mandatory, but to me it kind of is. I think he's got to win the bigger games, and what I mean by that is he's got to win games that a lot of people kind of think we should win no matter what. It's not like there's this big game like against Tom Brady and Kyle Shanahan, Bill Belichick. To me, I feel it would actually help boost up his recognition to win Coach of the Year if he won those games, because the Falcons have never beat Tom Brady. The Falcons haven't really, I don't think they've ever beaten Bill Belichick. I don't think people are going to sit here and say losing to Kyle Shanahan was okay. So I think he's got to win those games, in my opinion, to get a little more recognition. But reasons 2 and 3 don't matter if you don't do reason number 1, and that is go to the playoffs. But those are my thoughts on that. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Other than that, I will see you guys with a video this Tuesday at 11 o'clock a.m. Eastern. Love and appreciate you all for the support. And as always, rise up.